Have you ever thought about what it would be like to see an entire world, but all within the borders of just one country? I mean, a place where around every corner you find a totally new landscape, you hear a new language, you uncover a whole new story. Well, that place, it's real, and its name is India. So, if you really want to get a handle on India, you've got to start with its sheer human scale. I mean, look at this number. It's not just a statistic. As of 2023, that number makes India the most populous country on the entire planet. Think about that for a second. A staggering 1/6 of all humanity lives right here. It's this single, incredibly deep and complex civilization. And all those people live on a piece of land that is just as epic. India is the world's seventh largest country. It's a subcontinent that stretches all the way from the Indian Ocean in the south to the Arabian Sea in the west and the Bay of Bengal in the east. It's like a geographical stage just set for a grand, grand story. And what a stage it is. The geography of India is just a drama of contrasts, right? A land that was forged by these unbelievable geological forces and shaped by some of the most extreme climates you can find anywhere on Earth. Up in the north, you've got this incredible crown, the Himalayas, the highest mountain range in the world. These massive, snow-covered peaks aren't just a border. No, they're the source of these great rivers, a really profound spiritual symbol. And they act as this huge barrier that has shaped the climate and the culture of everything south of them. But then, if you travel west from those icy peaks, the whole landscape just completely changes. Suddenly, you're in the arid expanse of the Thar Desert. It's this huge region of rolling sand dunes and scrubland, where all of life has had to adapt to scarcity and just intense heat, a total world away from the snows of the north. Okay, now let's move out to the edges of the subcontinent. India is framed by more than 7,500 kilometers of coastline. I mean, from the super busy ports on the Arabian Sea to the quiet, calm shores of the Bay of Bengal, these coasts have been gateways for trade, for culture, and yeah, for conflict for thousands of years. And then, in its heart and over to the east, we find yet another world. We're talking dense tropical forests and these really unique mangrove swamps, like the Sundarbans. These jungles are just so lush, humid, and absolutely teeming with a spectacular amount of life. So when you put all these incredibly different landscapes together, what you get is, well, it's something truly extraordinary. India is officially one of the world's 17 megadiverse countries. It's got 4 of the planet's 34 biodiversity hotspots. We're talking about a place that's home to nearly 9% of all mammal species and almost 14% of all bird species. Oh, and it's also where you'll find the world's largest population of wild tigers. So you see, this isn't just a country, it's more like a planetary arc. This incredible natural diversity, well, it's perfectly mirrored in its people. And that brings up a really big question. How on earth do you weave all of these countless threads, geographical, ethnic, cultural, into the fabric of just one nation? Well, the answer lies in what is one of the most ambitious political and social experiments in all of human history, trying to govern over 1 billion people within a single democratic framework. At its absolute core, India is a pluralistic society, and this isn't some modern idea. It's an ancient reality. It means diversity isn't just something that's tolerated. It's the very foundation of the civilization. It's a place where countless groups coexist, and each one holds on to its own identity. Just look at religion. India is the birthplace of 4 major world religions: Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, and Sikhism. It's also home to one of the world's largest Muslim populations, not to mention ancient Christian and Jewish communities. It's not really a melting pot. It's more like a mosaic where every single faith keeps its own distinct color and its own shape. And this complexity, it extends to language, too. We're not just talking about a handful of dialects. There are 424 distinct native languages spoken all across the country. The Constitution itself actually recognizes 22 official languages, which is just a testament to the sheer linguistic diversity that defines everyday life there. And somehow, since its independence back in 1947, India has managed all this mind-boggling diversity as a federal republic. That's 28 states and 8 union territories, all under one democratic system. It is and remains the world's largest and most populous democracy, and that is a monumental achievement. Now, just like its geography and its society are full of contrasts, so is its economy.
The economic story of India is one of just breathtaking speed, but also persistent challenges and really deep paradoxes. Just look at this transformation. Back in 1951, right after independence, India was frankly a pretty poor nation. The average person's income was just 64 US dollars. Fast forward to 2023, and that number jumped to over $2,600. That really captures the incredible journey from poverty to becoming one of the world's fastest growing major economies. But that growth, it's created two Indias that exist right next to each other. On one side, you have cities like Bangalore, this hyper-modern hub for India's booming software and IT industry. And on the other side, you have the traditional sectors. Fishing alone gives jobs to over 28 million people, and agriculture is still the backbone for hundreds of millions more. It's this stark contrast, right? The digital future and the agrarian past, living together in the present. But on the world stage, there's no question about it. By 2025, estimates project India to be the world's fourth largest economy by nominal GDP, and the third largest when you look at purchasing power. This really cements its position as an absolutely essential player in the global economy. But, and this is a big but, this rapid growth comes with a major challenge. While India has grown this massive and expanding middle class, which is a huge driver for its consumer market, it's also seen a rise in economic inequality. The creation of all this immense wealth hasn't always been shared evenly across its billion-plus people. So how does a nation even begin to navigate all these complexities? Well, maybe the answer is in its really unique ability to blend this ancient soul with a very modern mind, drawing strength from a past that's thousands of years old to power its ambitions for the future. Yeah, this is not a country that's forgotten in its history. Its legacy of knowledge is just profound. I mean, from ancient math texts written in Sanskrit that gave the world foundational ideas, to these enduring traditions in classical music, art, and philosophy, all these streams of knowledge are still flowing today and enriching the modern world. Take the national motto, Satyameva Jayate. It comes from ancient Hindu scriptures. It translates to, truth alone triumphs. And this simple phrase anchors the entire modern republic in an ethical principle that's lasted for millennia. It's such a powerful symbol of its core values. And that, right there, is maybe the most important thing to understand about India. Its ancient civilization isn't some relic you'd find in a museum. It's not just a memory. It's a living, breathing force that is actively shaping the present and informing the choices its people are making as they look toward the future. From the highest peaks on Earth to the deepest seas, from ancient traditions to futuristic technologies, India is a whole universe of stories. And with over 1 billion authors, the most compelling question of all is, what story will they choose to write next?